Thank you, Yoko. Thank you, all media houses. Thank you, GH. I see the love and I feel it. Hashtag SM for life. Hashtag God is here. Osade win so eto ho. Na idea. I mean, it got to me. I mean, I feel emotional. Exactly, because I said this earlier on. So why I will share my first editorial about this now. Michelle, I said something about the fan base, and here and who here say omode omodo ebekwa tie nechi wo ho. Now, odo na ode ko tie nechi. Don't go and impose, because omo to be blamed for sa niema we mu nyina no nipa mienu fan base no and Shatta Wale na Charles Niama Mensa na ankasa nso ka ho. Now, explaining in the first editorial, I'll quickly rush through again. Say the people that were officially in contact with vehicle no vehicle no ho asem no me nipa mienu pe. Vehicle no ho asem proper one na ye nipa mienu pe. Na Shatta no any Iyoku omumienu pe ene na what proper information about the vehicle. Yeah, you want change na no de ye ka bia court down ho bobo. I can say oh ya fa car no, because I said it before. Say aje car no magic. Car no may reliably any gun and po, but I know your conversation for another day. Me no kasa say deɛ no be my document wo ho obe my details wo ho na ye Iyoku ene Charles Niama Mensa Shatta Wale pe omumienu pe na betimi di amai. But yet car no ho nsem not through Iyoku but through Shatta Wale, which is kind of strange, but it is so because dealer only omokoye indoors when they came to you and showed you details and documents that the car belongs to one Nana Kwabena, of which FBI is interested in car nti omu di car nechi na be POF. Omoma osade no nsema a woka kire omo say number 1 o brand car na be kan brand ho na amanfo hu se omu tu car na frifie ho akwa ebe hawo. Asema a woka kire omo no omo te ase omo no kwa agreement o ene e wa afa bra ena osa asere omo se pese sa asem we ebe pie ba bia ona omo se oh no problem ye nka ho hwe asem we ye nka ho hwe. They also, in fact, almost said this abortion so Iyoku this abortion so pepe o man ka ho hwe. The only time I tell one is when Wale came ranting on social media, and that is the part that it is very, very hard to understand as a human being, whether you love Shatta Wale or you don't love Shatta Wale. It is hard for you to understand. Like it is hard. I can't mean swear. It is just hard to understand it, because nipana washaw bosse onka ho asem no, it's a promise that a person made. I'm not going to talk about it. I respect your brand. I respect your craft. I'm not going to tell the people about it. Move and bring the car, and then we'll deal with everything underneath, under the radar. Like this is an Iyoku that I feel had a soft spot for Shatta Wale. I strongly believe that Raymond Archer or a SM fan. I strongly believe that. There is no way you can convince me, say, Raymond Archer on your SM. There's no way. Even with the bail condition, I saw take from 10 to 5 million Ghana cedis. No, as I me say, Raymond Archer or your SM fan. And that is how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be all love. And your door, and it was here, and your door. And your door, and it was here, because they kept their side of the bargain. But then again, the person who is supposed to be blamed here is Charles Niama Mensa for coming out and then daring an institution. Now, one thing that people do not understand, and that includes all the SM fans, or maybe let me say some of the SM fan base, what you people do not understand, the Iyoku is one serious security agency here in the country. Their core duty is to make sure they handle higher crime. My main fan is a higher crime. Bonia ano edin. Higher crime. Omodie no. So if that institution sits down for its reputation to be destroyed by obia omone wako agreement say omu kran komu wo information bebre an ko betimi adrop earlier, but they went into an agreement with you. They went into an agreement with you. Say yanka ho hwe. But you come and then you dare them on a social media platform, which is a worldwide platform, of which one of the people that are in question with Adiano vehicle, the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Department of Justice in the United States of America. There is no way you expect them to sit down for you to bring their credibility down. So if you read paragraph 5 of a press statement now, that is where everything started being blurry for me. Na meniso started say ebrime. Paragraph 5 no. Na meniso started say ebrime. Now, let me read the whole thing before I got answer my paragraph 5. Now, it has the Economic and Organized Crime Unit head office, and I will no my address and no my trim, reference number and everything. Also, news release, the media. Also, Charles Nyama Mensah, aka Shatta, interrogated and granted bail. Nti ya toto na no asem, and ya granting a bail. That means say, interrogating no more charging no. Enunti ye bo kwadu, enunti na ye bail. Because without a charge, interrogation the in granted bail nkwa interrogation ho. Charge kan ho, so charge ba. Nti ye bo no kwadu. Charles Nyama Mensah, aka Shatta, was invited by Yoko to assist in investigations surrounding a 2019 Lamborghini Urus, a car identified by the FBI and the U.S. Justice Department as proceeds of a $4 million crime involving one Nana Kwabena Amoah, a Ghanaian who is currently serving jail term in the USA. The investigation forms part of a larger investigation regarding possible co-conspirators in the $4 million crime which occurred in the U.S. involving some Ghanaians and recoveries of the proceeds of crime. Now, I'll take that part again and I want you to critically listen. I said this investigation forms part of a larger investigation regarding possible co-conspirators. Possible. Say ade na enyo no pe na ye nko enya na Kwabena Amoah pe na ye, but nkrofo bi ka ho. Misremo obi anyi na sum ye no ntie na sa letter na omode ba na no ehu chen ade ni nyina. Shatta might have won for the day, but I swear to God there's a whole issue ewo nanim. Shatta has won today. SM fan base you've won today, but in some kese pa wa animu a eba in some na wa animu ba na ano adin. I'll take the second paragraph again. Please listen. The investigation forms part of a larger investigation regarding a possible co-conspirators in the $4 million crime which occurred in the U.S. involving some Ghanaians and recoveries of the proceeds of the crime. The presser goes on to say, following request from the FBI and the U.S. Justice of Department of Ioku, and the U.S. Justice of Department of Yoko to track the vehicle and conduct local investigation in respect of uncovering possible co-conspirators in Ghana. Possible co-conspirators. Pacho co-conspirator bia anytime abeti biano seko hon fatwo. Yoko began looking for the vehicle until it was identified and seized in or around May this year in the possession of one Charles Nyama Mensah. Nti May eno muhu ye. Meme de minim say June 8th of June eno mo befa omo fa car no. But ode osio May a yemfa. August 15th, 2025. A United States District Court of the Eastern District of Kentucky Central Division of Lexington in a criminal case of the United States of America versus Nana Kwabena Amoah issued an order forfeiting substitute asset on the Lamborghini Euros in question, authorizing the U.S. government to take possession of the said vehicle in Ghana as restitution for the crime. On the 15th of August, almost say car no yam famra near meton na onkrofo is a $4 million is scamming na Nana Kwabena Amoah ye ne yam famra near meton na ska benya no because ono scam mo in ska onya na de talk car nti ye ton a ska benya na yam fan kote ne ka no so bi because Canada $4 million no de eda ho e twen no Nana Kwabena Amoah no eda ho twen no or them CCA for 68 months but kana nkasa Nana Kwabena Amoah de no eda ho e twen no home peche ho kana home twen no oba kra still o memini o mezo ni ho si kwan bi obetua scan bi obetua nti se wo asset bi o ho ana bi a this scan ye si ehu dia yemfra mra ne yenton na afi yemfante me pacho afi ne yekoba bia ehu no. On August 5th 2025, this is the 5th paragraph, following a possible claim, following a public claim by Charles Nyama Mensah that he purchased the car at a price of $150,000 from an unidentified party. Iyoko issued an invitation to Charles Nyama Mensah to report on August 13th, which appointment was rescheduled for August 20th at 10 a.m. to assist with investigations. Pacho misi subi. Na yiwasum yeniti. On August 5th, yajeka no meme say 8th June. Omusi omuhu ka no May, ebi omuhu ye. Ba omukwaje no bia June, but yemfa na sa. Yajeka na wie. Eda ho Iyoko for actually say o car no ewo ho. But August 5th no, there was a public claim by Charles Nyama Mensah say car no otoye on one edini sika toye $150,000 from an unidentified party. Into that public claim was the TikTok video of which Shatta and SM ne yene dia otoye buy am $150,000. And no ne frɛ yes enhrema wo ye frɛ nyum o start is all wo so start is all to nyum enhrema frɛ nyum na de enhrema na Shatta boy no ene frɛ ade wei ene friends ene bra so na wato so wato ene bra na be boaye na ma yehu bibia ba bia o talk an free ma yehu auto free hwan ho ye friend say ne number ye say friend ma ye pese ni di nkomo say na utua ye car na utua say tax also no say all these things what be you up where you've opened yourself up for sane man. You've opened yourself up. Mind you, I said this thing earlier, say the issue of the car is simple. The car came in from Nana Kwabena Amoah to Ghana. The first person, and I said the first time car no enya a blow alarm was in 2023. 2023 na car no a blow alarm. Now opanyini a letter ni besi ne so, FBI for letter ni besi ne so, and call ni besi ne so. Wonu ankasa na keta asese ne proye ewo na so ye ho NSB boss. Keta asese ne proye wo ono aso ye nti no tena so because ono no anytime obi be ye ntwinnie ka bia be fam bia no ono nya tepof na ono ankasa age car no. Enti ono ogege car asesa, wagege car asesa na ode abie car collection agency. Or the rent. That's the NSB boss. Until on case ni a different case of which on case is a kwadua Iyoko for the abono. Stolen vehicles eka ho. On the charges now all courts they see all fighting. Stolen vehicles ka ho. But all Shatta needed to do, was just clarify. So, Kano, man, to free a Yoko, friends, NSB boss, no, no. Man, to free no. Adu buahin, minimum adu buahin biya. Man, to free no. Me to free oso soronso ho. Oso number ni, mon friend, simple. That is if you bought the car from a third party as you claim. But then it did not go that way. Because we all know that the car is actually not bought by Shatta Wale. One top. Because time I would tell me say car no what Tony no. Na car no Dreams Car Collection for befa. E the year rentals and my man for. So the only link was you and a dubuahin. And you won't dubuahin pe and a more deal. One and an aquabna more be any deal. But as usual, or yeah, na adwin say or den ho, who say jawo ho, Shatta, who is on a self-destruction mission. Who say jawo ho, but he's going to run and dive into it. This is why he did that or how he did that. O ye third person ni free mu and on one kasa connecting on direct to Nana Kwabena, the person who is now in jail for scam. No, say ye edubu here free. The whole Yoko press release, if you read it, there's nowhere that states Edubu and his name. Edubu and his name be say Shatta now connecting on that. Obesia Dalet. We're connecting on Dalet to Nana Kwabena, which is far more dangerous than connecting yourself to Edubu. Because in this case, you are now a co-conspirator. You are now a co-conspirator. Why do you want to give yourself that problem? Why? Why? Who does that? Who? Jesus of Jesus. And this is what he did. Now, when questioned by the Yoko to produce document, because Shatta came to tell the whole Ghana, say, or document in a tweet. Or say I have the necessary documents. In fact, the videos, or say I presented you people with my the documents to the car. And okay. I was about to insult the fan base again, but I'll get to them. I will insult them proper. His fan base believed it. People believed it. So he has the documents to it. So I didn't know what presented kind of documents. What presented documents. Still now, that is what he was, the picture that he was, the angle that he was coming from, and painting a wrong narrative to the public, knowing that he's an artist and he has favor on the street, or he has favor directly with the people. He was using them and then not telling them the truth. Now, when he got there, he started singing. Born in he started singing like a canary. Documents anyway. Now you've provided them with a shipping receipt which bears the name of Nana Kwabena Amoah. And that is the very, very different. Oh, Jesus. It's a different game altogether. Because now, if you're a co-conspirator, your trial will not probably be in Ghana. Along the line, you must face extradition. Along the lines. Cause case, say, Sikano, I had the tardy, America, also no boo amanfo. Inti, ebese, and unim. Yen found now, because he say, no link be any hold to one local agency biao. Ya woni akwana ankasa ukura container receipt, ukura port receipt, eno na ukura, eno na ukura. Nipa na auto car no or ya also auto car no it was street. Let me read it, and you people will be amazed at some of the answers that he gave in there. Counsel for Charles Nyama Mensah indicated to Yoko officers that they would prefer to report at 11 a.m. Yoko readjusted its scheduled time to align with their time. Shortly before 11 a.m., counsel for Charles Nyama Mensah called Yoko to claim that his client was not available and that he was also busy. Yoko indicated to counsel that he and his client were expected to report as scheduled. Nti edrubebi nkomo yo ma adwen se nkomo nko. Komo yo ma adwen se nkomo nko. Omo so aye busy. Charles Bio, that is a year counsel for Shatta. No, Mr. Chef, yeah, the show anymore to one madia, yeah, foul. Charles Nyama Mensah arrived at the office around 3 p.m. and insisted that he was not going to cooperate until his counsel arrived. A right which he is entitled and was accorded to him. Yoko investigators and Charles Nyama Mensah waited from 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. before his counsel showed up. Incidentally, Yoko's closing time is 5 p.m. Nevertheless, Yoko's staff and the entire operational team chose to carry on with the interrogation, which ended around 9 p.m. So from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., 4 hours, the interrogation. Officers eventually left the office around 11 p.m. Charles Nyama was granted bail around 9 p.m. shortly after interrogation ended. He was granted bail of 10 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties to be justified. Once the sureties are presented, hopefully this morning, that is Tuesday, Anopai, Yoko will undertake surety inspection, which is standard protocol, after which Charles Nyama Mensah would leave custody. So far, the last part, so far, Charles Nyama Mensah has been unable to identify the person from whom he purchased the said Lamborghini Urus vehicle, except to say that he purchased it from the street. Oh.
One that's never end. Can you imagine?
He shock you. He shock you.
Oh, Lord.
One that's never end. Can you imagine?
Let me read it again. So far, Charles Nyama Mensah has been unable to identify the person from whom he purchased the said Lamborghini Urus vehicle, except to say that he purchased it from the street and from someone possibly called Zach, who may have contacted him on WhatsApp, but whose identity he does not know and whose contact he has thrown away.
Really, nigga? Really, nigga?
Really? Really, nigga?
One that's never end. Can you imagine?
My guy is playing with fire. My guy is playing with fire. And so far, Charles Nyama Mensah does not also possess any documentation in terms of receipt or transfer documents which shows that he owns or purchased the said vehicle, except a custom declaration document in his possession bearing the name of Nana Kwabena Amoah, who is currently in jail.
You don't know. You don't know why it's going on.
Hey!
He shock you.
Ha!
One that's never end. Can you imagine?
Oh, boy. Adeɛ deɛ Nah, bro. Nah. It's at this point is disappointing. So Zach ne when ya unim de nipa auto free no where friend Zach no. Auto car no was auto Lamborghini for $150,000. It was street. Na nipa no or the sende o WhatsApp na uhu no. Uhu ye na akoto ye. Ne number when ya unni ne number biem. Na ade na wotoy no o ma custom document pe customs car no say wuyi car free ya porter customs document ne pe no de ma o no pe no de ma. You've not there's no document or there's no receipt just what to car, nothing to back it say ya odia, but we say ya odia for $150,000. Yes, and yes, this simple $150,000. Unnim baby nipa na auto car no free. Unnim baby owo wayra. God is still in the miracle doing business.